Hi everybody, hope you're all doing well. I'm feeling really nice and refreshed because we've just got back from a great little couple of nights away. As everyone already knows, we've been in a really strict lockdown here in Victoria. The rest of Australia has not. Unfortunately, here in Victoria, we had a lot of problems with COVID just sort of took off, and we basically since the start of July have been in a very strict lockdown. We've had a 5 kilometre rule, and then that got increased to 20 kilometres just the other month. And just recently now, all the restrictions have been let go, which is really great. We've had no cases for over a month now, so it's really looking very positive for us. Normally, hubby and I go away every year for our anniversary in November. So it was really great timing for us. And of course, being at the lockdown stage here in metropolitan Melbourne, we are very country out here where we live, and we're a good, 80 kilometres from the city, but we're still classed as metro. So we have been in lockdown with everyone else. So for us to be able to go out and support the regional Victoria community, we're quite happily keeping the dollars here in Victoria to support the tourism industry. I think it's really important for everyone to get out and just see their state, and it's been fantastic. We had a wonderful time. Didn't find any fabric shops. Of course, a lot of the great fabric shops I shop with are online. So I find that, I'm quite happy to support those online stores. It would have been lovely to be able to drag hubby around to some fabric stores. So other than like big spotlight stores, which, I wasn't really interested in looking in those, I'd like to see those little boutique style shops. So not to worry. If you're like me and you have taken advantage of all the great Black Friday sales, wow. What an intense couple of days it's been. And it's when all the big pattern companies do tend to have their sales. So if you've taken advantage of that, like me, I'm going to do another video in the next week or so, just telling you about what I've bought, some fabrics that I've taken advantage of, and I didn't really need to, but when you see fabrics marked down and you think, wow, that's such a great buy, I have to take advantage of that, because I'm sure I'll find plenty of use for those fabrics in the next coming months. But I did buy a couple of patterns. I bought the Sew House 7 Wilder dress and the Sew House 7 Tea House dress. They're two patterns I've been eyeing off for quite a while, so I was very happy to snap those up 25% off. I also bought the Friday Pattern Company square neck top. I would have liked to have get it in paper form, because I do love their paper patterns, but didn't have any luck finding that anywhere close by, so I just did the PDF download one of that. So very excited to make one of those. Before I tell you all about a trip away, I'm going to let you know of a really fantastic 2 patterns that are being released from one of mine and your favorite pattern companies, which is Pattern Emporium. So there's 2 tops coming out this next Thursday, and usually she has a great sale on when they're released for the weekend. And if you're part of the Pattern Emporium group on Facebook, you get a sneak peek Monday night, Australian Standard Time, and that is the lookbook Kate will do of all the pattern releases, what she's done, different variations. Because as you know, Pattern Emporium, when there's a pattern released, there are so many different variations you can make. You can really get your money's worth there from being able to mash up different takes on one pattern. So I love the fact that you can do that. So I'm very busy sewing for that. So that will be this week. So make sure you stay tuned for that. In the next couple of weeks, I've got something really exciting to share with you. We've got a really exciting collab coming up with a lovely lady from America called Jen from Jen's Sewing Room. Jen and I are doing a collab. I can't tell you any more other than it's going to be a really exciting seasonal segment there for you to enjoy. So stay tuned for that as well. Really happy to be doing that with Jen, and Jen's just such a lovely person. She's the most warm, caring person and always has great episodes. So if you haven't looked at her channel before, I'll link that below. I'm sure most of you will already be watching her. So just a little bit about our trip away before I show you the footage. We actually stayed at a wonderful boutique style hotel. It's just been renovated in the last 2 years, and we didn't know before we stayed, but it's actually owned by the TV presenter Georgie Coughlin. I'm sure many of you will be familiar with Georgie. She does a lot of TV presenting, like she does The Project. I think she's been on the panel. She's been on the morning show The Circle with Denise Drysdale and Jessica Rowe and those ladies. That they put on a great morning show. I think that's not running anymore, but Georgie actually, her and her husband are part owners in this hotel, and I'll pop some photos up so you can see and they've done a magnificent job restoring this old hotel into this beautiful, almost European looking boutique style hotel, and they've kept a lot of the great sort of details, the Federation details of the hotel, but they've also made it quite light and bright and modern. And yeah, we just had a fantastic time, so I can highly recommend getting away there to Ballarat. Great to be supporting our regional community and yeah, getting out and exploring around our state here. Many of you are probably familiar with Ballarat. It's one of the richest gold mining towns in Australia's history, and also Bendigo. We also looked around Dalesville, which is a beautiful little, it's the capital of the day spa. We didn't actually get a chance to go to any day spas, but yeah, if you're wanting to do that kind of thing, definitely don't look past Dalesville. It's absolutely beautiful there. While we're in Ballarat, we wanted to take advantage of a couple of beautiful restaurants that I've been eyeing off for quite a while. I've heard a lot of hype, and they really were wonderful. We went to Miega's, which is a Spanish tapas restaurant. That was absolutely beautiful. Highly recommend that. The staff are amazing. And also another great little restaurant, which is an Asian fusion style restaurant called Moon and Mountain. And I just have to say both of those were outstanding. We had some cocktails, we had some beautiful courses there, and just really enjoyed ourselves. I think you really don't realise how much you miss that sort of thing until you can't do it for a long time. I think being in lockdowns give us a new appreciation for just getting out and enjoying a nice meal together, and just all the little simple things as well. I think it just makes everything that bit more special when you haven't done it for a while. So yeah, I can highly recommend those places as well. So please come with me and enjoy a little video I put together, a compilation of our couple of days that we had in regional Victoria. And I've got plenty more coming. As I say, the pattern release from Pattern Emporium coming this week. I'm going to be releasing a free pattern episode, so that'll be next week. And that's all the fantastic free patterns I can find for you guys. Some of those, or most of those, are new patterns you may not have seen before. Some of these are tried and tested that I've made and loved as well. And at the start of the year, I actually did a free pattern episode on t-shirts. And if you haven't looked at those, I've got a little playlist. You can see all the free patterns that I've made that I've loved. So these are some fantastic ideas for you guys heading into Christmas. If you're not into making gifts, that's fine. I personally don't make a lot of gifts. I prefer to maybe just sew for my close family. And that's really if they put their hand up and really wanted something. But these can be little gifts for you to use, basically patterns for you to take advantage of. And I think it's great to look after people that may be out of work at the moment, or people that want to keep their hobby going and trying to save a bit of money. And yes, I say free patterns are wonderful at any time of year. So that'll be very shortly. So enjoy our little trip away, and I will see you very shortly for some new episodes. Thanks for watching. Bye. Come in. This is where we're staying. We're actually in Ballarat, which is an old gold mining history town. There's a lot of beautiful old buildings here, a lot of stuff to see, a lot of tourist attractions. But yeah, we love it because it's like a little mini Melbourne in kind of a country vibe. But have a look at this room, it's beautiful. Gorgeous space rooms. I can highly recommend it if you're coming to Victoria, especially come and stay at the Provincial Hotel. It's very boutique styled. It's very light and bright, and the foyer and the restaurant downstairs is just to die for. We just had lunch down there and cocktails, so we're definitely going back there. But just everything's so personal. So you've got little essential oils. Everywhere you look is a blue and white theme. There's gorgeous hydrangeas growing at the front. Come through and I'll show you the lounge area. Gorgeous light fittings. Stunning bathroom here too. I just love it when there's a nice big bath in a hotel room. Also the kitchen, really self-contained kitchen. Gorgeous little area to sit. The best bit about it is we got the balcony room, and you've got your own private little balcony to sit on, and of course lovely little area to sit and have a coffee. Heading off to Dalesville today for a little day trip, and that is a very famous spot for day spas. They've got the Hepburn Springs there. It's a really nice little area. We're celebrating today because this is the first day that we apparently have had no active cases at all left of COVID, which is fantastic. We've gone 28 days straight now with basically 0 cases and 0 deaths, which is fantastic. So the tough lockdown has been well and truly worth it. So we're having a little trip out today just to celebrate. We're here in Dalesville, which is the beautiful township that has the lovely Hepburn Springs. There's a lot of beautiful natural bushwalks and a gorgeous main street full of really beautiful little shops as well. So I'll take you on a little tour of that. And it's about an hour out of Melbourne, about 100 kilometres from Melbourne. So a really great little weekend stopover place. By the way, I am wearing a Zadie jumpsuit, and at the moment we only have to wear masks when we are indoors in confined spaces like shops and public transport, but if we're out in the open now, we don't need to wear a mask, which is great news. And this is a beautiful Bendigo Botanic Gardens. It's a really gorgeous spot here. We've been to Bendigo many times over the years. It's one of the richest gold mining towns from the 1800s. And you'll see from the look of a lot of buildings here, there's a lot of history. And it's a really nice spot. There's quite a lot to do. It's got a lot of culture, this town as well. It's one of the bigger gold mining towns around. So it's about a 2.5 hour drive from where we live, and it's about an hour away from Ballarat. So yeah, have a look at the beautiful gardens. I'll show you around. Beautiful Lake Winderee, which is just a gorgeous area. Lots of beautiful trees, there's a gorgeous park, there's playgrounds and great little restaurants. And there's also an awesome little market over there we're going to visit in a minute. The lily pads out there. Now in 1956 we had the Olympics held here in Melbourne, and Ballarat actually hosted the rowing event here. So the rowing sport was actually set out here on the lake. Got a sneaky suspicion these are all dahlias. Look, hundreds and hundreds of them. So I'm gonna have to come back here early next year and see them all.